Hello all and welcome to this review for Transformers Legacy United Star Raider Filch. So this is part of the Walmart exclusive Star Raider subline. And they've been shipping them out. So I'm in Walmart, I'm in Walmart. I'm in Canada, and Walmart Canada just shipped out my order the other day and I received it today. And apparently it's the same for those who ordered on Hasbro Pulse. So they're coming in, shipping out. The good thing is that since Canadian Walmart's got it, that means that US Walmarts must have it too. And the other really cool thing is that the fact that they're shipping out one at a time and different stock means that they're solid cases. So the issue with Cosmos that we had last year should not replicate itself. They do have solid cases for online orders. So that's a positive thing. Now for Filch itself, I gotta say, amazing toy. Really happy. I have her right now in the configuration that she shows in the back of the box, with one exception. It's the feet. You'll see that the feet are actually mistransformed here. They're correctly transformed in the instructions, because this is based on the Robots in Disguise character, which you only see in this form for, 2 seconds at most? But yet it is shown that her feet are talons. Instead of having that. So basically it's the same. This is a remold of Air Kingdom Air, and just instead of having the feet this way, like Air, this is how you have them for Filch. And like I said, I oriented the wings like so, which is what you saw in the back of the box, but I'm not a huge fan of this. Since you only see her in robot mode for like 2 seconds, you can do whatever you want with it. I actually prefer them more like this. And yes, you can reverse them so that it makes like more sense to see the purple stripe on the other side, but I'm just showing you what it can look like. Okay, so you can do it like this, and you can also take them off and put them, like they say, put them on our hands, which I find super bizarre. Right, like this. Not a fan. You can just put them in the back here where you see the holes. Right. Before we do that, what I want to show you is how she compares to the previous mold, right? The previous mold usage. We'll show them all. So she was used for Kingdom Air and Kingdom Pterosaur, and like in a way also Rise of the Beast Air, but that toy is like just fully. They basically kept the transformation scheme, but everything else is new. So in terms of sharing parts, this is where they share parts, especially when it comes to the arms. What I find really cute is that you'll see that each of them have a different accessory for the arms, right? So Pterosaur has these fins, Air has these weapons, and Filch will have these wings. What I find cool, though, and why I think this is the best use of the mold so far, is the backpack, and something that I feel they both could have benefited from. So Pterosaur, yeah, while, I mean, people may not like parts forming, the result is pretty impressive for this. So like the backpack ends up being really neat. And if you don't want it, you can just like here do like this, and it like disappears. Where with Pterosaur, who doesn't have a backpack at all in the cartoon, could have benefited from something like this. And yeah, for those who don't like parts forming, they could have just kept them on all the time. I'll show you that with Filch as well with these. I'll take Pterosaur away. I'll compare it more to Air, which is what this is a remold to. It's not a, I mean, Pterosaur is a remold. How can I say this? Both her and Pterosaur are remolds of Air. This is the base mold. So you'll see that there actually is a lot of retooling involved, maybe not in the robot mode, but in the beast mode there is, which is the more important mode for Filch, and that's what she's in like most of the time in the cartoon when you see her. There is still some remolding you could see in robot mode, most especially the head and shoulders. Head and shoulders, like the shampoo. So if you look up Filch online, the thing you'll see the most is her character card, and the profile has this. It's very striking. I think it's very well done, where you have this really cool like aerodynamic kind of head with a turbine-looking shoulder, and they replicate it here. I think that's well done. Not only do they replicate it, but you also see it here too. So it's like this double kind of circle theme, right? Turbine theme, which I think is really well done, especially since, unlike, and that's where a lot of retooling comes into the beast mode, Air is supposed to be an organic bird, while Filch is not. Filch is like a fully robotic bird, and you'll see that more in robot mode. So yeah, we'll take a look at the head sculpt, which I think is really well done. Like I said, aerodynamic here. Look at that. Very precise with the painting too. Very well done. And yeah, like in true Robots in Disguise fashion, and Prime 2, there's like a lack of nose. which I think is well done. So yeah, that's the retooling for the robot mode. You'll see there's a lot more when it comes to the alt mode. I'm going to put Air Razor to the side. Now, for these, like I said, they can hook onto this, and we're going to put them, I keep forgetting when I do it properly. I believe it's like this, but we'll see when it comes time to the actual beast mode if I messed up or not. Bear with me on that. I think we're okay though. So just to show you, like when I say, what you could do is that for those who don't want parts forming, you could just keep them on here the whole time, and it's still a very succinct backpack. Of course, it resembles a lot more like the Air Razor here, right? But still, it's fine. I think it's fine. So now, to put it into alt mode, wait, before that, just to show you just a few other things. Really love the decal of this toy. I love the plastic colors that we get. I don't have a color for like this here. It's a cross between like dark indigo, I guess you could say it is. I like the different shades of purple and violet all throughout, and lilac. It's just a really, really nice mix of all these shades of purple. There's like, what, 4 or 5 shades of purple on this toy. And the teal highlights are to die for. Like, there's not a lot, but you see them here. You see them on the eyes as well. And you're gonna, and you have it on just on the iris of the bird mode, which we're gonna get to more in, when it comes to the alt mode. I think this has one of the best, like, head sculpts for animals that we've ever gotten. They really went all out on this toy. Also, I was playing with like some other random toys, like I got on Prime Day, for example, this Prime here, which is a very good toy. However, in terms of plastic, this plastic feels closer to like the thin plastic you get on KO type of toys, the one where it's very rigid on the borders, while this one here feels great. I mean, people rarely talk about plastic quality, unless when it's terrible. But I just want to bring the highlight here that so deco's good. But like just the feel of the plastic, it does feel like a good traditional toy. Like like any toy that, think of your best Transformers toys. That's the kind of plastic that I feel here. It does not feel cheap at all. Like I said, the paint's on point. Lots of different plastic colors. Like I said, like also great paint job. Like great quality toy. Very like I sound almost surprised as if it's a lot for us to do. They should be doing this all the time. They really should. But obviously, when it happens, I'll call out the bad. I'll call out the good. And this toy is really very good. Good. Now for transforming it, what we're gonna do first, like I said, we have that here. We're going to unhook the back, and you can already see how you have like the huge difference in tooling. I'll bring out Air Razor. You can see it here. See, so what they did is they basically, everything that was organic, almost everything that is organic, is now, has now been changed to being robotic. The exceptions to that would be the tail. The tail is the same, right? Even the part right below the tail, and also this hinge is the same. But the rest, oh, and I believe that hinge too. But you'll see that the rest has actually been converted to be more robotic looking. Right, of course, this back piece too was also a new piece. Okay, we'll move on. So that's all done. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to unhook the back. They say about unhooking the tail, but honestly, it doesn't do anything unhooking the tail. Now, this part here is like on an accordion type of hinge. So we're going to we're gonna like just stretch her out. I don't know if you could see it. So it's basically just these 2 pins that you see here. Before they were, that blue pin was behind, the pin on the blue plastic was behind, and now it's in the front. That's what you have to do. Make sure it's the same on both sides. Okay, so stretched out. And now what that lets you do, and then you open, like I said, open the back, keep it open. What it's gonna do is gonna give you clearance for the head. So we're gonna put the head back, and we've got the head here. What a head it is. And now what we can do is we can put the arms in. So we're going to turn them like so and flip the fists. And now these fists, this is the same for even pterosaur. So there's a peg, it fits into that square hole, and it fits fine. Yeah, the friction's good there too. Dear Lord, pegging and friction. Okay, so here we go. That's done. Now back to the back. We're gonna close it so that this ends up hooking onto the back of the head and into these holes. Like so. There you got Filch almost done. And now for this part, you're gonna turn this around, lots of turning around. Flip this up. You're gonna take this and flip it 180 on both sides. Then you're gonna take this part of the leg and flip that 180. And now you're going to bring this in and you're gonna fold the bottom of the leg like so. I'll show it to you on this angle. I mean, it's the same that we did for air razor, so it's not a huge difference, but for those that don't have air razor, right, that's how it is. And what you're gonna do is there is a peg hole here. It's gonna go into that peg right above the hip. So, and it fits in perfectly. One moment. There you go. And that's it. And now Filch is fully converted, transformed into bird mode. And now the bird mode, I think, is really, really, really well done. Like I said, we saw the wings before, but the wingspan's really cool. The wings are nice. You can, of course, shape it any way you want, right? It can be like a bird that's resting like this, or it can be flying like so. Any pose you want. I prefer keeping it neutral just for this review. And also I like having the wingspan. What I want to show you the most, though, is that head sculpt. That head sculpt is something else. Like I said, all the different shades of purple coming in, and you've got the really minute detail of like paint upon paint, right? So you got the brow painted, and above that you've got the pupil and the iris. Look at that. I think it's the most detailed face we've ever had, and it's also very cartoon. I find that really cool. Like they were able to like bring that cartoon look onto a Generations figure. I think this is a better accomplishment, honestly, than any of the Prime toys we've gotten. Even though those were supposedly dedicated molds, right? Like Prime RC, Prime Bulkhead, and all that. Because I mean, this is all part of the same aligned universe, and yet this one really feels cartoon accurate. So yes, the mouth does open and close. So just like I said, a beautiful toy. It feels premium. It does feel premium. Like I said, both the feel, both the look, the paint. I'm sorry to be repeating myself, but I do really enjoy this toy. I like when something's well done, when I feel like my money's been well spent. And I feel in this case that my money's been well spent. So that's all I want to leave you on. Sure, if you think this looks good, then by all means buy it. I'm very satisfied with it, and I wish you all an excellent day. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. And on a nice note, there you go. And I wish you all an amazing day, guys, okay? Bye.